Yesterday, we just got to know that Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore was supposed to arrive on Earth surface after spending 286 days in the International Space Center. So they were stuck there for 286 days due to some technical errors and the safety concerns that they had during their missions. So they couldn't plan their return on an immediate basis after they were supposed to spend something 9 days there, but they had to stay it for 9 months. So that is a horrible, and it's no less than a wonder and a surprise for all of us. They did not even plan for the 9 months, but uncertainty is always with in life, that you never know what is going to happen. So basically the point is that everyone is celebrating this whole journey of how they had been to the space for 9 months. It's a time that everyone is cherishing. Everyone is like, oh my god, what did it happen, how did it happen, what did they do there for so long days. But it's very important to decode how they could spend so much of the time there so successfully. Very important thing. How what made them to be so strong with their morals, with their confidence, and they did not get shivered with their attitude. They were so happy whenever used to come the pictures from the space center. They used to say, we got to see them smiling, we got to see them how they were reacting to the situations. So it's very important, at least for me, on a personal level, I feel that it's very important for me to decode it, decode the entire mindset how they had there. So the very important thought, the very first thought that came into my mind is how science and belief system worked there. Obviously, many of the technologies, logic, all engineering, mathematics, all sorts of technical things were involved and were invested to keep them safe at the space center where they were stuck. Very definite thing, there is no denial in that. But the secondary thing is that belief system is that when they were stuck there, they were supposed to have that belief that, oh, they were returning back someday, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after months, after a year. But they need to keep that belief, they need to keep that faith, that time. That is why they could return back so successfully at this point of time. They need to have that mindset that time कि हम वापस आने वाले हैं, हम वापस जाएंगे एंड सेफली जाएंगे. ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है. दे डिड नॉट गेट इन टू सम पॉलिटिकल that majma, that who will go, why should not I, why should he, why should she. They did not get into this trouble. Their mission was very common. They wanted the space mission to get succeeded with zero harm, with no life, the loss of lives. They were very clear with that. So they took their time and they made it. Second thing, patience. To my knowledge, from my experience that I had during my engineering days, or any work that I had in in a professional career or the academic career, the very important thing that I have come across and I have learned is patience. Whenever I spent my time in the laboratories, the the crucial thing that I have always preferred having with me is the patience. It's never of the rarest of the thing that you would achieve something in the laboratory at the very first attempt. No, it's very rare thing. It's near to the impossible thing. You need to do trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, error, and then you got to see something productive and the fruit pull in your hand, and then you see that, oh god, it's just fruit of how patient you are. So patience is very important. You cannot just step back. You just cannot give it up on that. When you start, you just have to keep going and build that momentum. You need to maintain that momentum till the time you get what you wanted, what you started with. So that is a very important aspect, having a good patience level. That is the most beautiful thing one can have in the science and engineering domain. That's what I have learned from my faculties and the professors who have been teaching me. And the next is your attitude of how you deal with the situation, attitude of how like you would go with the time, attitude of how you respect the time. This is a very important thing. This thing makes this entire situation turn into something very fruitful. This is very important thing. So this is how the Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore's journey looks like. Amalgam of belief, faith, good moral, good attitude. Definitely science, logics, engineering is back of everything, and no God has saved them. The science and technology and the engineering work have saved them. No doubt in that. You cannot question on that. But their attitude was the most important thing. They survived there just because of their mindset, just because of their attitude, just because of the kind of moral and the confidence they had at that time. So this is what we learn in engineering. This is what we learn as a science student, and that's what my learning is from as I am a student of science and engineering. I do the engineering work, so that is what we have been taught during our work. So this is how I decode their journey in this short video. Even there are many things that we can decode. We can get into the detailing of that process, but right now we celebrate their return back, and this is a huge victory, which you know that tells us that that is a testimony of great work. That is a testimony of hard work. That is a testimony of, it exemplifies some true spirits of a progressive humanity, how we are going ahead in life as a progressive individual, as a progressive community. This is a very great sign. We are growing, that is for sure. And credit goes to NASA and the Elon Musk SpaceX. They have done a phenomenal job, incredible. We need to clap for them, applaud for them. These guys have done wonderful thing for the entire humanity, and this would definitely help the students and academicians, researchers, scientists across the world, also businesses. This is going to be a phenomenal thing. Let's applaud it, appreciate it, and learn from it, that we as a generation need to invest our time, energy, money in the science, technology, engineering work, not in something that doesn't give you the bold ideas, that doesn't give you any base of how you can be a progressive community. So I request everyone, I appeal to the students, enthusiasts who are into the engineering domain, science, kindly focus on being bind it with some logics, mathematics, or some what you say, predictability ability. It is very important. तर्क वितर्क लगाना काफ़ी ज़रूरी. That is a great base of philosophy that you build across the science. Most of the theories come from them, so we need to celebrate this. So this is a great time in the history, and I'm celebrating it from the very bottom of my heart, and I'm very thankful to this wonderful astronauts who have given us this moment to celebrate. So once again, thank you.